Come spend a full day at the Indy 500 with me. The day started early at 2:30 in the morning when I woke up so I could get to work by 3 a.m. to get my makeup on and make it out the door at 3:30 to get to the track. I was doing interviews all morning for our show, which was on from 5 to noon. I got to try a whole bunch of food, including donuts and pizza, and did interviews the whole time. I met people in the best outfits. Then I finally got off the clock and got to meet up with my family to watch the race in person in the stands for the first time. It was also my family's first time checking out the Indy 500, and they had the greatest time. My dad was wandering around with his phone up all day, just wanting to document every moment so he'd never forget. This was a huge bucket list item for him. So of course he made it out on my last 500 living in Indiana so that we could experience it together. After meeting up with my family, we headed straight to the infield where we had to, of course, take my annual picture in front of the pagoda before heading into the media center where I met up with some of my Wish TV friends, old and current, and I grabbed Angela Morian and we headed back out to Victory Circle to take some pictures because I knew it was going to be our last 500 together. I, of course, made my family take pictures in front of Victory Circle before we headed off to our seats and made our way through these crowds to get to turn 4 where our seats were. They were great seats. We got to experience so much of the race from this angle, as well as have a decent view of the start-finish line. The race, of course, started with the national anthem, a moment to honor those we have lost on Memorial Day weekend, and a flyover before we heard Back Home Again in Indiana sung. We did get to see the one, the only, Wish TV's Anthony Calhoun on the big board, interviewing everyone, including David Letterman that you can see here. Roger Penske kicked off the race, and Tom Brady was driven around for the ceremonial first lap before the pace cars were off and the 33 IndyCar drivers started on their pace laps. Now, it was a slow start to the race when a driver crashed during the pace laps, so they did start counting laps on a yellow flag, but it was a very exciting race. The race was delayed by a drizzle since IndyCars can't race on a wet track, but we were lucky the drivers got all 200 laps in. Alex Palou won the whole thing. I was only a little bit disappointed that Pato O'Ward didn't win. I thought it was going to be his year. Overall, just a 10 out of 10 day with my family, and such an exciting thing to check off my dad's bucket list together. And I'm so glad we all got to experience.